Hello and welcome. Today we are actually starting kind of a new series. This is basically demo diving. I find a demo, if it looks good, we give it some play, and if I like it enough, I show you guys. So, Sea of Survivors, kind of vampire survivor. This is very early in its existence. Normal, kind of similar roguelite experience to a lot of other games. You have this as your in-between currency. Your in-between currency is gold that you pick up, and you can use it on the usual things: health, fire rate, damage, that kind of stuff. Again, this is only a demo of the game. Is not even available yet, so it'll be interesting to see how far this goes. I like ships, I like the sea, I like pirates. It works. And a lot of these work similar to the weapons you're going to find in Vampire Survivor. So like the Bible floats around you. That's what we just grabbed. See? Only it's ship anchor. Now, it is a follows your cursor system. Momentum actually means something in this game. And there's a turn speed and your actual speed. That's gold. You gotta pick it up to collect your out of game currency, but experience you get immediately, which is good. So it's a little different from most Survivor games in that you get that experience without having to pick it up off the ground. The only thing you're picking up is money, which means that for the most part you can kind of play defensive and safely as long as you're careful, because you're not gonna not get your levels. You're just gonna be missing out a little bit on some of the out of run upgrades. So you basically does put you in a position where it's you can kind of do what you want, because you don't need you gotta actively do not want to kill yourself for something that's not going to help you. Someday these things will make damage. Increase crit hit chance, increase damage. I think we're just going to go straight up damage on that one, because the one problem with the boat anchor is it's not what you would call super damaging. Hey, look at that, we got a whole $10. It only costs like 100 for the smallest thing. So hey, I think this... Oh, hey, there we go. Okay, so we can get something else. We have barrel bombs. Those are what I would usually pick. And I will pick them as well. I'm going to put them way back over here, because for some reason in my brain this is the back of the boat and this is the front of the boat, but that's not actually a thing. That's just in my brain, for reasons that I cannot know. So there's our barrel bomb. We drop it off. If they hit it, we get lucky, and a bunch of them can die at the same time. If, on the other hand, we do not get lucky, ow, then our barrel bomb does nothing. Mostly it's because I just need to drive away from them and have it hitting more. Barrel bomb and the cross in the couple of... I played about three or four different rounds of this before recording, just to make sure I at least had the basics of controls to not look quite as much like an idiot as I normally do. But I still look like an idiot sometimes. In this case, it was just a matter of getting to kind of see what weapons worked well. Because I tried the cannons first, because, pirate ship and cannons. And they have such a small projectile that it's actually difficult to use the cannons. It just kind of... I feel like when you can upgrade the amount and they start shooting more than one, then the cannon's going to be worthwhile, but that's a really hefty priced upgrade on this one right now. So I kind of hope that they go a different... I should be working my way here. Why am I working my way... again. I guess I'm working my way there. I'm going the wrong place. I'll explain the link to connected thing real quick. But those two weapons seemed more than anything to allow for... No, I'm going to take so much damage. Why did I do that? I was greedy. Those two weapons take out a lot of things, and both of them do really nice AoEs, so you end up having a lot easier time getting the experience in the beginning. We are 100% going to increase that damage. So those two weapons, since they do a lot of AoE, and they can hit, like in the case of the anchor, it'll hit everybody that's coming near you. Critical hit chance. What do we got here? Chance? We need cooldown back here. So we're going to start working our way together. So, don't get hit nearly as much as me. Always the best advice. I'm doing particularly badly this time. Ah, we have a boss that just spawned. Alright. Hopefully I'll get another weapon to put right here, since I made all the connections to do so. That's the only place you can put weapons is on the corner. So you get 4 weapons. But these things are kind of interesting, and we'll explain those real quick. And then we'll just do a few more minutes. See if we can beat that boss down there or something fun like that. I mean, it's only been 2 or 3 minutes since we got here. So, tethered is... it's a little confusing the way the things say tethered, clustered, chained, linked. Basically, from what I have found out is essentially every single upgrade has to be linked to a weapon. If it is not linked to a weapon, it is not working. If you want those upgrades to affect other weapons, then those upgrades have to be linked through one of these chains as well. There are some things that seem to not work and only work when they're in touching one, but for the most part, this seems like they work in any position as long as there is a connection to it. So like this is getting the benefit of this critical hit chance and... or is that damage? Yeah, no. Yeah, that's chance. So it's getting the 10% from these 2 5s, even though it's not directly connected. So the tethered, clustered, chained, linked can be confusing. Linked is the only one that's super hard to use because it only affects that one treasure, which is not an anchor. So, it's in beta. It's early access. Some of that stuff I'm sure will be explained a little better later on down the line. Let us take some damage as well. We'll continue working our way back to the other place, and the damage is really going to help us out because, like I said, it doesn't do a ton of damage. Now, these bigger boats, they take a lot of damage. A lot. It's crazy how much some of them take. If we can get a good enough weapon... oh, hey. Now that is tempting. We have cannons, but I feel like I gotta take this one, because, you know, more. Now we have 2 anchors. And then when we upgrade our anchors, we'll have 4 anchors. I think it's 4 anchors. Pretty positive it's 4 anchors. I think I've upgraded it before, so. But since my brain is made of jello. Alright, increased damage. Formation! Oh, the bosses, like most Vampire Survivor style games, actually drop chests with different items in them. I don't need cluster spread. Critical hit damage. Let's get ourselves a little armor there, just so we can make sure. Alright. Hopefully, if I can keep my steering a little less poopy, we can get this boss out of here. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, big heart. Nice. Oh yeah, we got a lot of life there. All right, and not only that, but we're actually finally going to have this connected to this, which means extra projectiles and lower cooldown. I believe the cooldown... I don't know if the cooldown affects anything on this. I don't know what it would affect, actually. So I'm going to be happily surprised, I hope, and find out what it is. Let's get ourselves just a tiny bit more life. All right, so now we got 2 barrels, and we got a plus, and since they're all connected, all of that other stuff counts for both weapons. That's kind of what I meant about how it's a little bit confused, because it makes it seem like you have to be directly connected, like it would be one of these adjacent spaces, but it's not. It's just it has to be connected most of the time through one of these. But, oh, that heart saved our booty. Might make a good run of this yet, boys. Ah! Oh. When the players get hit, fire all weapons. It's alright. Knockback when we haven't turned for 1 second. That could be good, but I think we're going to go with this. Conqueror's Cross. Doubling the effect of linked things. So in my world, I'm going to say that we are going to put it right over here. And we're going to get an extra fan. Yeah. Oh, only ran into something. Oh, now we're playing with power. Oh, this might turn into the best run I've ever had with this. I've never actually managed to get that combo connected before. And it works quite well. Oh, no. There is a weapon in here that I highly recommend you get. Actually, it's oftentimes it's one of the weapons you get shown at the very beginning, and it's the Ankh. It is the oh gosh, the Prow, the Ram. And the reason I suggest you get the Ram is for what you've just seen there a couple times. The Ram lets you basically push through, for lack of a better term. I want to take this because it does make the explosions ridiculously large. But I think we're going to try this because I'd love to see what happens with... How many shots do we get on this now? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, that starts making that pretty good. Because when it's shooting one shot, you just way too easy to just miss everything. Have it like that shot snake in between a bunch of dudes. And while not the worst thing in the world, it does hurt a little bit when it happens because you're like, oh, that could have saved me. Oh, we got swimmers now. So the big boats when they get out, they let out some swimmers. Oh, we're gonna have to cut back up to get that stuff soon. All right, what do we got here? Critical hit chance. See, I'm gonna save this spot for another one of these if I can. I think we go with increased projectile speed and range, because that'll make the anchors spin faster, and it will make the cannon fire farther. And if we put it right here, that should actually make a pretty big difference. Oh, and it added more damage because we hooked onto those two. So, hey, that's working out pretty well. So this, I'm actually very happy that this game session is going this way. Because it shows what the fun part, why I'm kind of like, I'm definitely interested in where this goes, where it ends up going, because right now it's got a lot of opponents, be a very, very competent and fun Vampire Survivor-like game, and it's very early too, so that's really nice that you can kind of get to see it grow up a little bit. That's the best way I could think of to say that. So it works pretty nice. Hopefully we'll get some nice upgrades here soon. Ooh, we're being followed by so many. The sharks are also kind of interesting. I like that everything seems to scale. Again, I've only played this one for a couple hours. I think maybe an hour so far. So, all right. So that was basically a run of this. This is a demo. There will be a link to it in the description if you find yourself interested. I always have links to every game I play in the descriptions to all available stores that I can find. I'd say give it a shot. As a Let's Try, I think this is one that's worth a try. It's free. It's a demo, so you definitely can have some fun with it. And if you find things that you're not super happy with, but other things that you like, this is the best time to give that feedback to the developer. You know, you go on Steam, you get on the forums, you say like, hey, you know, maybe we could make this a little cheaper, or maybe this needs to be a little bit bigger. Like, oh, maybe the cannon needs to be shooting 2 by default, so you have a decent chance to hit something. You know, something like that. If you have that sort of feedback, that is always good to give to them. So with that, again, as a demo, you're not risking anything. I think it's very fun if you like Vampire Survivors. Sea of Survivors is kind of what it says on the tin. It seems like a pretty competent version of that. It'll be very interesting to see where it goes, and definitely, like I said, it is a free demo, so if you like what you saw, give it a try. Thanks for watching, and I hope I'll see you here for the next one. Have a great day.